The Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat from Thursday's close. All the grain sharply lower on Thursday as weak demand and good chances of beneficial moisture across the southern plains pressure prices for the second day in a row. Corn futures closed down 8 to 10, beans down 9 to 10. KC wheat was down 21 to 23 cents by the bushel. USDA reported new export sales for the period of April the 7th through the 13th of 28.9 million bushels. That's disappointing. The soybean figure was even worse at only 3.8 million bushels. New export milo sales totaled 1.29 million to unknown destinations. Crude oil was also down over $2 by the barrel to around 77 by the barrel. The premium of over $2 per bushel for old crop milo delivered to Corpus Christi collapsed on Thursday to the new crop values, as it always does at some point leading up to the new crop. Archer Daniels Midland and Corpus Christi's public elevator opened this week from 8 to 2:45. Timco Houston open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 to noon. For help marketing your grains, call John Tuggle at 361-852-5207. Tuggle and Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on the line with Jody Fry, producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how was our Thursday cattle sale?
Went pretty good. 875 head was the total today. Around 800 last week, so pretty similar numbers. Calling these calves and yearlings today, mostly $2 to $4 lower. Had several of those fleshy new crop calves on offer today, and they sold on a lower market. Slaughter bulls sold about steady. Your slaughter cows, calling those $2 to $4 lower. A limited number of bred cows and a handful of cow-calf pairs, steady to slightly lower. Better quality steers, 400 to 600 pounds, from 170 all the way up to a high of 240, mostly 180 to 215. 600 to 800 pound steers from 150 to a high of $2, mostly 170 to 190. Heifers, better quality heifer calves, 400 to 600 pounds, from 150 up to a high of near 220, mostly 170 to 205. Slaughter cows, average to high yielding, 71 to 91. A few of those highest yielding slaughter cows from 92 to $1. Still some thinner or lower yielding type cows from 50 to 65. Slaughter bulls, average to high yielding, 87 to 107. Several of the highest yielding slaughter bulls from 108 all the way up to a high of 122. Cow-calf pairs, just a few small groups of those today, anywhere from 1,000 to 1,375.
What do you anticipate for next week, Jody?
I think small chances of rain over the weekend. That could be a game changer if just somebody would get a rain to slow those numbers down. Hopefully not 8,000 head again, but 5,000 to 6,000 might improve the market a little bit. And cattle numbers next Thursday, look for probably more of the same, somewhere in this 800 to 900 head.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Jody Fry.
You bet. Office number is 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 234-7895.
We'll talk to y'all next week. Thank you so much.
Send us some rain, Larry.
I'll do my best. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. We'll begin with the national pork carcass cutout value, up by 134 to 78.15 on Thursday. USDA says federal slaughter 1.905 million head through Thursday. That compares to 1.79 million last week and 1.801 million during the same time last year. USDA says our boxed beef values mixed on Thursday. Choice back by 107. The select another 272 weaker. USDA's weekly cattle slaughter 502,000 head versus the 489 last week and the 482 during the same week last year. Export sales 19,092 metric tons of beef booked. As we look toward fats, looks like Thursday's reported volume 172.50 to 175. The trade was looking to 180, 183 in the north. The bulk of the activity 175 in the south, 182 in the north. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from Thursday. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus from Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron. It's 7:05 on Thursday evening, looking toward a Friday sale. Kenny, what's it looking like?
Well, we've been awful busy today, Larry. Tagging on 1,500 right now. I just put out 1,500 to 1,700 with 400 cows. And the reason why is because we're getting a flood right now.
Right.
Yes, sir. It's raining everywhere, in this area right now. And boy, called me a while ago, had about 3 inches. So I don't think we'll catch a lot tomorrow.
Yeah, but you've got quite a bit already, though. Yeah,
we got a good run started.
Right.
And Got several good strings of yearlings. Got one little old sellout deal on some cows. So we'll have a pretty good setting for everybody.
On the calf side of it, describe some of those consignments that you have.
Well, we've got 65 calves from one man out of some Brayford cows, the Charolais bulls. Got some strings of 30 and 40, just good calves like we always have. Got about 75 weight steers, blacks and yellows that are all weaned. So good setting of cattle.
Good. Now, you said you had some cows that you're going to palpate. Of the cows that you're going to palpate, what's the best group that could go back to the country with this moisture?
Well, Larry, I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you because I hadn't been here.
Okay.
We've been playing regional golf with my daughter today, and I just got here about an hour ago. But there's a set of black cows here on that sellout deal. There'll be some good take-home pairs and some cows on that thing.
Good.
And I'm sure we'll have some other cows scattered through it that'll work to go home also.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kenny.
You bet. Catch us at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at NottinghamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you Monday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're on the line with Brandon DeBose from DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. What year did they start?
Man, they started in 1976. Grandfather started this business, backyard in Lomita, Texas.
Brandon, describe your product line and services provided.
Yes, sir. We do entrances. We sell pipe. We sell livestock gates, pasture gates, heavy-duty corral gates. You know, any kind of gate you'd really need out there on your farm, your pasture, whatever it is.
The phrase that y'all use within the commercial is wholesale to the public.
We're under competitors' retail prices, and our panels are the first and only to ever have a lifetime warranty against any livestock. Our heavy-duty line, they're made out of a 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe frame and inch and 5/8 14-gauge rails, and they're going to weigh around 150 pounds. We're very confident in the way they're built, the material they're built out of. We're very confident in our employees that put these things together. And, man, there's nothing more frustrating than going buying a competitor's panel and setting up your pins and having a bull try to jump out of it and tear 3 or 4 panels, and there you are having to go buy 3 or 4 more. When ours, man, you bring that panel back, show us where they try to jump through to jump over, and if it's damaged by any livestock beyond use, let us know, man. We replace it, no questions asked.
Now, you offer financing, too.
We go through a company called Sweet Pay Financing. It's been a very handy tool.
You're at the Lomita location. Give us your phone number for the Lomita location.
Lomita location, we can be reached at area code 512-752-3200.
And the website?
www.dubospanels.com.
We're on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, you said it had showered down there where you're at.
Yes, sir. It's kind of showered a little bit around, and it's thundering and raging. All kind of came north of us up there north of San Antonio and around there. And we got almost all of our cattle here tonight here at Bill and Brett Samjinski's over here between Leamington and Poteet. And going to have them here from tomorrow all the way through Monday, and we'll have our SCs, our show circuits, having our sale bid off on Monday night. The cattle are going to be all the way here through Monday, and people would come by and take a look, and got any questions, give any of us a call. And we got a few bulls standing around here. We got some good Charolais. We're working on, made a kind of a deal this morning on some horn Herefords and pole Herefords to be getting in here. Here, probably going to go to Nebraska and take a look at them boys here in a few weeks.
Good.
But show calves are on the priority today and this week, you know, so
right.
Here we are.
All right.
And they can go online and view those cattle and take a look at them. The videos are all up, and the information's out there. Any questions anybody has, just give one of us a call and we'll help them out.
Give us the number right quick.
You can catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660. And Larry on Show Circuit has everybody's phone numbers listed that has cattle in the sale.
Good deal. We'll tell the Slumjinskis hello from Larry Marble.
I'll do that. I will.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Right. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We are on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. It's Thursday evening, about 6:45, looking for a Friday sale. What's it going to be, Rodney?
Oh, we're tagging on 500 right now. Mostly calves. We got probably about 455 cows. No palpates. Well, we got a handful of palpates. No pairs this week, but we got some good calves up there. Lots of cut steers, Charolais, and black cut steers, and got some good calves to sell tomorrow. So we'll probably have about 5.5, and wishing for a good rain this weekend.
Well, good. Tell everybody what time you start in Beeville and how to get a hold of you, Rodney Butler.
Yeah, we start at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and you can reach me here at the sale barn at 361-358-1727, or y'all can reach me on my mobile, 645-5002.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. We had a good sale in San Saba. Ken, let's walk the pens.
You bet, Larry. We ended up having right a little over 1,900, I think 1,905 head of cattle today. We ended up with a whole week of 5,496 head of cattle. I thought overall the market continued to be very active with good demand. I mean, we just continue to see folks after these light cattle, big cattle, and everything in between, I thought. the lighter cattle, stocker steers, they sold steady today. And I thought overall, the steers and heifers, they both were firm and steady. I had a group of 3 heifers at $555. At $220 today, that's $1,210 for a 555-pound heifer, which is very, very good, I thought. Get into the bigger cattle, the feeder steers, I thought were $4 to $5 higher. I had a group of 10 steers, weighed $832 today. Bought $191, right at $1,589. We're just about $11 short of $1,600 on those cattle. The feeder heifers were $5 to $8 higher today. Had a group of 14 heifers, weighed $808, at $188. On those heifers, they dollar out $1,519. Packer bulls and cows, I thought overall were probably 2 to 3 lower. And pairs and bred cows, they were in good demand with a lot of activity on all classes of cattle. So very, very strong market, Larry. Pleased to see it today. Again, as we move on into April right here in the latter part of April now.
Well, what do you envision coming Monday to Mason?
I think we'll have a pretty good run. We're seeing some bigger cattle. I think some people have been on oat, wheat field and everything, and we've got several groups of kids we know coming. So probably like have been, depending on what rainfall. We did have a shower here during the sale today, about an inch. It wasn't real widespread, but it did cover some country. Had a little hail with it, but didn't do any damage or anything. So maybe we got a chance, I think, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and so we're looking forward to that. I do have a special group of about 80-some cows, Angus cows, coming in complete dispersal next Thursday, and they all got Angus calves on the ground, good calves, good cows, and then they've got, I think, 20-something heifers that'll calve this fall that are AI too. So those will all be this coming up Thursday. I think we're going to sell those around 12 noon. They'll be on the internet too, along with them live here at the auction. I got another group of 40 pair that's showing up too, Larry.
All right, Jordan Cattle is the website. What's the number, Ken?
That's area code 325-372-5159.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10-foot wide to 30-foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Neighbor, now let's take a long look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in April 1156, Houston 1346, Progresso no bid. Hard red winter wheat to Houston 946 3/4, Progresso 891 3/4. #1 corn to Corpus Christi 783 3/4, Progresso 813 3/4. And #1 beans to Houston, we'll call it 1230 3/4. And we'll call Texas cotton, East Texas, Oklahoma 7609 to 7789 on 190 bale. We'll call West Texas 7609 to 7759 on 791 bale. That brings the high side from 7609 and the low side 7772, the average 7691 across 881 bales. Neighbor, that's it for Down on the Farm. Thanks for listening. I'm Larry Marble. We appreciate you. Good day.